Hi, welcome back to 5 Minute Mark. Today I'll be recapping a psychological American film about a man with over 24 personalities, split in just 5 minutes. Watch out, spoilers ahead. An aloof girl named Casey sits in a restaurant during her classmate Claire's birthday party. Claire later tells her father that she only invited Casey out of pity. Casey, detached and labeled troublesome, has no one to take her home. When her guardian's car breaks down, Claire's kind father offers her a ride. Claire, Casey, and Claire's best friend Marcia get into the car. While Claire's father unloads items from the trunk, a stranger climbs into the driver's seat. Casey, confused, watches as the man puts on a mask and sprays Claire and Marcia unconscious. Before she can escape, he knocks Casey out too. Casey wakes up in a dim room with the other two girls. Soon, a man named Kevin, under the persona of Dennis, enters and takes Marcia away. He returns angry after she refuses his demands. Marcia explains that Dennis wanted her to dance, but she wet herself in fear. As Claire tries to stay positive, Casey remains calm, flashing back to a childhood memory where her father and Uncle John were teaching her how to hunt. Meanwhile, news breaks about the girl's abduction. Dr. Karen, a psychotherapist, sees that her patient Barry has booked a session. Claire insists they fight back, but Casey advises caution, relying on the survival instincts she learned in the wild. Later, Casey recalls more of her childhood, specifically her father teaching her how to shoot. At the clinic, Barry, who is actually Dennis in disguise, pretends to be interested in fashion. Dr. Karen becomes suspicious, sensing someone else is in control. Back in captivity, the girls see a woman talking to Dennis and scream for help. To their shock, it's actually Kevin in the persona of Patricia, dressed in a skirt and heels. Patricia reassures them that Dennis won't harm them. Dr. Karen discusses DID with a colleague who remains skeptical of her theories. Later, Dennis, in his obsessive-compulsive state, demands the girls clean the bathroom. He cryptically mentions they'll be part of a sacred feast, terrifying them further. That night, the girls meet Hedwig, Kevin's 9-year-old identity. He warns them about someone called the Beast. Casey manipulates Hedwig by pretending to be his friend. She convinces him that Patricia and Dennis are lying and persuades him to help them escape. As Hedwig struggles with a door, Claire finds a weak ceiling panel and climbs through. Dennis returns, notices her missing, and chases her down. He forces her into another room and isolates her from the others. Dr. Karen later hosts a video call about dissociative identity disorder, sharing her theory that identities might unlock hidden brain potential. Dennis, still posing as Barry, visits her again. She challenges him and learns that Dennis and Patricia were ostracized by Kevin's other identities. Dennis explains that they exist to protect Kevin. Eventually, Hedwig brings Casey to his room, where he dances wildly. Casey finds a walkie-talkie and tries to contact help, but Hedwig cuts her off. Dennis, now back in control, explains that the Beast is arriving soon. Another flashback reveals that Uncle John had been abusing young Casey. Later, Dr. Karen visits Dennis and tries to learn more about the Beast. She discovers Claire locked in a room but is knocked unconscious before she can react. Dennis leaves to buy flowers while Casey accesses a computer, discovering footage of Kevin's 23 identities. Soon after, Dennis transforms into the 24th identity, the Beast, now physically enhanced and terrifying. Dr. Karen tries to stab the Beast, but her knife breaks. He kills her. Casey finds a note left by Karen and tries to rescue the others, only to find Marcia dead and Claire being devoured. She calls out Kevin's full name, which triggers his original core identity. Kevin regains control and is horrified by what's happened. He begs Casey to kill him before he switches through several identities again. When Hedwig resurfaces, Casey searches for a gun and bullets. She shoots at the Beast, but it's useless. Cornered, she hides in a cage and prepares to fire again. A final flashback reveals Uncle John comforting Casey at her father's funeral, promising to take care of her. In the present, the Beast sees the scars on Casey's body and deems her pure, sparing her life. A man later finds her and helps her escape, revealing she was in a zoo the entire time. Authorities begin their investigation, while Kevin retreats deep into his mind, shifting through personalities. The news finally reveals the horrifying truth about Kevin Crumb and confirms to the world that dissociative identity disorder is real. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this recap, leave a like and subscribe for more 5-minute movie breakdowns. I'll see you in the next one.